If you are able to leverage your emotional triggers, you are able to go and step on the fast track of healing. You are going to be able to heal not only the relationship you have with yourself, but everybody else around you, which is going to lead you to actually have the life you desire, the happiness, the joy, the freedom, and the peace that your heart craves. I spend half of my life healing and understanding my own fears, my own insecurities, my own lack of trust and pain and wounds, helping others in the last 8 years, hundreds of other amazing people and spiritual seekers to understand and heal their own patterns. I realized that every problem, every suffering, every addiction, every mental problem, every depression, every lack, all the problems in your well-being are all coming for the whole humanity from one source. And that is, my friends, the lack of self-love, the relationship that we have with ourselves, and even like we don't have with ourselves, and that lack of appreciation, and especially the lack of self-worth. So I decided to create this video to help you understand what is your fast track for healing. What is the fast track to recreate that bond? Because everything you're looking for outside of you, which is the deep connection, the feeling important, the feeling loved and feeling lovable, and creating that deep connection on all levels with people around you, especially with your soulmate, with the partner you have chosen or you are going to choose. It all comes from this, from the connection you have for yourself. Because if you are unable to receive love, if you believe you are unworthy or unlovable or not deserving or unimportant, there's no one in this whole entire world that can love you in a way that you are able to believe that. And this is why I wanted to create this video, to help you understand, do the healing you need to do, become or get the awareness you need to have in order to be able to let go, heal yourself, come and recreate the connection that you are craving. And you will see that everything is just a reflection of you loving you and you being so okay with who you are. So, are you ready? Now, what is actually happening? Now, if you know that triggers and emotional triggers, no matter who is creating them in you, it can be your boss, it can be your friends, it can be your parents, it can be your partner, it can be your children, that is for you gold. Because when we come out of this unconscious craziness of believing that everything is happening outside of you and of us, that is the fault of what's happening and what he said and what he did, and because he said that, because they did that, because I don't know, my parents did that, because whatever we believe, it's that you're not ever going to find peace, because you are out of control. You cannot ever control what's going on outside of you, but you can absolutely control what's going on inside of you. And when you see that and you know how to do this, you are free. And with that, everything else is going to come back to balance. Your well-being, your physical well-being, your emotional, your mental, you will feel whole and complete. And my friend, that is true happiness. That's what you're looking for. So if this is exciting for you, let's dive into this. So let me just give you an example, because that's always the best and fastest way to learn. So there is someone who made a promise to you, and let's say it's your partner, and he said that you're going to do something, go out somewhere, promise to do something amazing with you. and for some reason that fails. So he doesn't or she doesn't keep the promise. And then that usually creates a whole, it escalates in all of a sudden inside of you, because you are triggered in the pain of some of these, a combination of the following beliefs that we hold truth in ourselves most of the time unconsciously. So you're triggered into I'm not enough, or I'm not important, I'm not lovable, or I'm not worthy. And these beliefs that are 99.9% coming from childhood, from the experiences you had there. And no matter what happened in your childhood, no matter how amazing your parents were, they were most probably also holding unconscious beliefs and patterns. So something happened in your childhood and you created meanings about yourself. So I'm going to give you examples. You really, really, really wanted to show something very important to your parents, and that exact moment they were not available. And then you really tried and you tried and you tried, and they were not available for whatever reason. And then you conclude right there something about yourself, like, well, obviously I'm not important. And if this happens again and again and again, this creates a really foundational belief about who you think you are. So many of my clients had, for example, the belief that when their parents divorced, that that thing, that decision the adults made had something to do with them, like is in some way or was their fault. Father left, so it means I was not a good enough girl or good enough boy. Or, like, they had very high expectations, for example, when it was coming to your talents and your results and success. So every time that you fail their expectation, they really said that to you. So you believe that you are only lovable when you have and you are proving with your results and you bring success, results, achievement, and so on. So now you are conditioned into that and obsessed about proving and proving beyond uh, no limitations, right? So you have to go and you keep going and you don't realize why you still feel unsatisfied, no matter how much money or how many results or how many, I don't know, ladies you have conquered, made happy or whatever. So when we understand that every pain, every wound, every crazy situation, every suffering, every problem, every physical issue comes from these three, four beliefs, and there's always related to childhood things. But we don't have to go back in childhood. You don't have to go into therapy for years or decades, because this is a very, when you know this is the reason of for everything that's happening in your life, you also have tools which I'm going to share with you. It's very easy to untangle yourself from those pain. So first and foremost, when you are triggered, no, this is not about the other person, right? So no matter what the person says or does, and that can be really your partner or your boss or your parents or your children, no matter what they do, you feel like, right, this whole pain coming up, it's not their fault. So first and foremost, don't like throw on them your pain as a reaction to believing that this is the day making you feel like that. No, they are just showing you what's already there. So your job is to do something with that, that needs to be acknowledged. So what's actually happening is your inner child, what we call it inner child, that part of you who was not seen, loved, acknowledged in the way they wanted to be. And then I'm saying again, it doesn't matter what kind of parents you had, they were really not there at all. They abandoned you, or they were there but they were emotionally not there, or no matter what was going on, it's not their fault. And as long as you keep yourself in victimhood, you will never be free. So this is the time to take responsibility for your own happiness. And the first step of that is acknowledging that this is your job right here, right now, to be there for yourself. You have to become the conscious parent that you did not have. And it's so amazing because all of a sudden you have full control over yourself, over your happiness, over your relationships. There's nothing, nobody out there who can help you with that. Good news. And you don't have to spend thousands and tens of thousands for therapy because you are the best therapist for yourself. So, what your inner child, the part of you that is in pain, the part of you who was not seen, loved, acknowledged, appreciated, and whatever you craved when you were a child, it's time to do that for yourself. And how you do that for yourself. So, when you are triggered, the majority of the time at the beginning you will not be able to actually stop what's going on because the pain is too much and you might probably go a little bit into the cycles you usually did, like a little bit of pointing and poking and blaming and fighting and attacking and wanting to put out there for that person and in that person's face uh, your pain and how much you feel hurt. And that's okay. Like, just even here you can start your own beautiful loving yourself treatment and session. That's okay. It's okay. It's painful, and this is how you learn that you want to feel better, so you need to put it out there. But why you are here is me teaching you how to can go from there to actually heal it. So this does not going to go on forever and ever, and you going to, lose all these beautiful relationships and connections that you actually could have and enjoy. So you come back to you. Now, first step that you can do is that maybe the next time or the next time after to take a few deep breaths, acknowledging that something really wants to come out, and then it's time for you to hold that and hold yourself. So, when you have the chance, you really want to take a few minutes for yourself, hopefully 5, 10, that would be awesome. Then, when it's going on, you will probably not be able to do that, but do it later when you have like a little bit of calming down time. Take a few deep breaths and acknowledge the inner child's pain. And really, really, the only thing that that part of you wants and needs is the attention, the acknowledgement, and the love and acceptance of you. You. Because as long as you are waiting this to happen outside of you, you really want to be loved and seen and acknowledged by your partner. But when you put all this crazy thing outside and you start putting in and saying it that is this person's fault, that person is also going to be triggered in their own stuff. So now you have two children in their pain trying to get so desperately the thing they want most from the other who's already in their pain, right? So you will never get that. It's going to just escalate into a craziness, and this is why 99% of relationships end because you say things that you can't take back anymore. You create even more pain into the other, and what happens, of course, you don't feel loved, so you're going to go distant and you go to retrieve and you're going to close yourself, and ultimately you will maybe even acknowledge or bring the decision or conclusion that it does not worth to start a love relationship. I prefer to be single than to have that. And this is why you have millions of single, because they lost faith in love relationships, because they got so much, more wounds and more pain on top of what they already had, that they prefer to just be alone than have that. And I totally get this. So This actually, what I'm talking about here is so important, and not only heals all the singles and they will be ready to go in beautiful relationships, but everyone who is already in relationship is going to change your relationship, and you don't have to break up believing that this is not the person, this is not the relationship, because believe me, it's perfect. Your relationship, your actual relationship, is the more perfect time space partner that can mirror you what you need to do for that inner child. So find that time and connect for even those 5 minutes when that child is raging. For it's raging and it's angry, and then you just keep pushing it away. It's time to bring it back to your heart, to unconditional love, because now the person who you have become, now the adult, you have to be the conscious amazing parent that they did not have, and you are here to do that. So you go in, you take a few deep breaths, and all you really need to say to that child is the words that this child wanted so desperately to hear, and she did not. And what are those words? I see you. I see you. I feel you. I'm here with you. It's okay. It's okay. I love you. I acknowledge you. I acknowledge your pain. I'm sorry that that happened to you. I'm sorry that you have to go through all that pain. I'm here for you now. I'm here for you now. You got me. I got you. 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 I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I got you now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got you now. You will see. I don't know if you realize how my energy changed all of a sudden. This is when we are able to create the most powerful relationship, love relationship with ourselves. And then all you can see outside of you, it's the reflection of this unconditional love, this joy of the inner child that is just now so free to love and connect and play and try adventures, connecting deeply with their hearts, with other people, with the body, with the joy of being alive, creating harmonious relationships, because there is trust. Trust is there. Because now you know nobody can break your heart. Nobody can take this away. People can come and leave, but this is inside of you. Nobody ever can destroy this. This is what you were looking for. This is what you were waiting for. And it's been there all the time. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this helped you. Just put it in the comments below and let me know what kind of other content would you like to hear. What is the problems, the pain you have, the challenges you have, and I will create content for you so you can truly heal that and create the life you truly, truly desire. Because you so deserve that. So, you're so worthy, and it's time to really feel that. Thank you for being here. Give me a thumbs up if this was useful for you, helpful for you, or healing for you. And yeah, subscribe if you want to hear more of this.